Welcome to this special feature from Investment News honoring the 2025 Rising Stars, the next generation of leaders transforming financial services. My name is Andy Burt, and today we are spotlighting Gautam Muthusamy, President and Senior Wealth and Financial Advisor at Arcadia Capital. Since joining the firm in 2016, Gautam has become a driving force in personalized financial planning, working closely with business owners, university professionals, and high net worth individuals to deliver tailored strategies that align with their goals and their values. But in addition to advising clients, Gautam plays a critical leadership role, co-chairing the firm's investment policy committee and spearheading business development and strategic partnerships. Gautam, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
First and foremost, congratulations on being named a 2025 Rising Star. I got to ask you, what does this recognition mean to you personally and professionally?
Thank you, Andy. I appreciate being here, and I appreciate receiving the award and the recognition. Very honored and humbled. For me, it's really a milestone to recognize the hard work of the past, but at the same time be excited and motivated for the future. There's been a lot of mentorship along the way, trust from clients, which it's a privilege to be able to help them, with their money and their lives. And it's also just a reminder that although it's our job to provide them value, it's really more about the trust and the relationship. And so again, to me, it's a milestone, it's a recognition, and it's something that I'm very proud to have received.
Gautam, you work with a wide range of clients, from business owners to academics to executives. I'd love to know, how do you tailor your financial strategies to such diverse needs? And could you give us one example of how you've done this?
Yeah, absolutely. So first and foremost, we start by listening. Need to understand what the problem is or what the needs are, what the objectives are. And second, work as a team to collaborate and put our minds together, because two minds are better than one. We often will break things down into 4 categories: investments, tax planning, estate planning, and financial planning. And we're big advocates for technology. So where can technology help us? Where can it create more value for clients? Where does it allow us to be proactive? And I think a great example of this, recently had a client has 2 trusts, living trusts and 4 irrevocable life insurance trusts. And, they were written back in the 80s and 90s. And, how many times are people really staying on top of that? And so what we did is we actually used some technology to look through those trusts, to map out everything that's supposed to occur and put that in front of our client. And long and behold, we found something inconsistent with his goals and plans, and immediately got on the phone with the attorneys, and we're in the middle of getting that fixed and getting things changed. And again, I think as life changes, so do our clients' needs, and our ability to be proactive was empowered by technology and having multiple people on the team looking at the problem. So I think going forward, clients should come to expect that people like us drive more value and provide more services.
Gautam, beyond advising clients, you also chair the investment policy committee and lead business development. I'd love to know, how do you balance strategic leadership with client service?
I think that leadership and client service really are interconnected. One informs the other. My time spent with clients helps inform me as the leader of the firm, perhaps, what direction we should be going in, what technology we should be bringing on board. So, for example, as the chair of the investment policy committee, it's important that we stay disciplined in how we manage and allocate funds. And especially in markets like we're seeing now, that discipline is vitally important. And at the same time, we have members on the committee that have been managing money for 30 or 40 years, oftentimes more than some of our advisors have even been, around. And that experience is invaluable. So learning from their experience and using that to lead the team has really benefited our clients. And last I'll say is, you got to recruit the right people. Finding people is challenging. Finding team members that we would trust with our clients. We're always looking for good people, and we're always looking for great technology. And that technology being able to help us provide clients with more service. As a leader, it's part of my job to listen to clients, what their needs are, and then understand what technology is out there that might help solve or provide that value.
Thank you. I appreciate that answer. And one of the things that I've heard a couple times from you is the idea of service. I know that you're also active in your community and you serve on the boards of the Ronald McDonald House as well as the Humane Society. I'd love to know, how does your commitment to service influence your work as an advisor and as a leader?
Yeah, that's a great question, Andy. First and foremost, it really helps me be grounded. I think, again, it's a privilege to work with our clients and their finances day in and day out. But as so many know, it's not just about the money, and there's so many, very meaningful things going on in everyone's lives. So, serving on the board for the Ronald McDonald House of Ann Arbor and the Humane Society of Huron Valley, on a personal level, is a great way for me to give back some of my time. It keeps me balanced internally, and I think that in turn makes me a better advisor, a better leader, a better team member. And just on a very personal note, when it comes to animals and children, they really represent the innocence of our world. And in the world we're in today, with so many diverse opinions and thoughts and the politics and the markets, sometimes it's nice to all have a cause and a reason to rally behind. And I think I really enjoy that aspect of not only giving back time, but doing it for a purpose, for something that's really meaningful to me and my family.
Thank you. I really appreciate that holistic approach that you take. My final question for you is, looking ahead, what excites you most about the future of financial advising, both for your firm and for the industry as a whole?
Yeah, it's very exciting. So the technology that's coming out, I think it's wonderful to see how much more capable a team like ours can be with the right technology. And we're starting to see more and more of it. You're hearing more of AI. And so used the right way, we can really make a lot of difference and create a lot of value for clients, whether it's picking investments, or it's creating a flow chart of their trust, or looking into their taxes for proactive strategies. And the need really is growing. It's obvious today we all have phones in our hands and data at our fingertips. That's great. But the more information there is, the more decisions there are to make. And truly having a trusting relationship is very valuable. And that's really what we bring to the table. And so we know from the demographics that not only is there wealth transferring from generation to generation, but how many people are experiencing their doctors retiring, their attorneys retiring, their accountant, and now their advisor. And we also know that there's not as many advisors in our industry that maybe are needed. So I think ultimately, as time goes on, you're going to see a massive wealth transfer, and I think clients are going to be looking for that trusted experience place to take their money and receive service from. And we hope to be one of those places in the future. So I think the future of our industry is incredibly bright.
That's incredible. Gautam, thank you so much for sharing your journey and your insights. It's clear that your commitment to personalized service, strategic leadership, and community impact really sets you apart. Congratulations again on being named one of Investment News' Rising Stars of 2025, a recognition you have truly earned.
Thank you, Andy. Really appreciate being here.
And to learn more about Gautam and the work his team is doing, visit investarcadia.com. My name is Andy Burt, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned as we continue to celebrate the rising leaders shaping the future of financial services.